Let's dive into the discussions shaping the nation.
Garmagat Cian Corla, and thank you, Minister, for the proactive work you've already done in your brief, which I've no doubt will continue as we deliver on our programme for government commitments. There is little doubt that this government and our Fianna Fáil party are putting law and order at the centre of our work for the next 5 years. The nature of crime faced by our citizens is constantly changing. Success in reducing a type of crime in one area sees different forms spring up in other areas. Making sure that the right number of equipped and motivated Gardaí are deployed in the right areas is really important. The public needs to see Gardaí in our communities. We know once they are deployed, they generally deliver so much more to their communities than just policing. The benefits of community policing go so far beyond dealing with crime alone. It makes people feel safe, it motivates the Gardaí, it has a significant preventative effect on crime, and if done correctly, can resolve conflicts within communities much quicker. I know that the programme for government sets out ambitious targets for Gardaí recruitment, and this is to be welcomed and should be coupled with a national strategy to enhance the Gardaí's ability and competence in relation to community policing. In towns all around Ireland, they're not just working for their communities, but for them in terms of doing fundraisers, supporting our local community groups and engaging with local people. They are the ambassadors for the Gardaí. Trim's Community Garda Dell is a positive and welcome visible presence all around our town. From talking to Gardaí over the past few months, it's clear that the amount of time spent on administration has increased exponentially over the past few years. This is affecting morale, and you can be sure that impacts the numbers applying for roles within the Gardaí. The people need to see the force. We need to put names to the faces of our Gardaí, and we need to get them out from behind their desks and onto the streets. Gardaí strategy needs to focus on reducing the administrative burden on Garda so that they can get out into our communities. We need them, our community Gardaí, in our schools, talking to our young people, meeting them and deterring them from even the pettiest of crimes. Recent CSO studies show a 7% increase in theft, with the majority of these incidents being shoplifting. And this is a plague on our small businesses and is a worrying trend because it often precedes an increase in more serious crime. Indeed, the recent CSO stats show there was a 10% increase in burglaries in 2024. In my own constituency of Meath West, we've seen a spate of recent burglaries of commercial businesses in our small rural villages. All the crime in Ireland isn't happening just in the city centre. And that was a good line too. A family-run cafe in Kildalkey was targeted twice in most recent weeks. A local butcher's and a chipper's in Ballivor were raided on the same night last week also. These sorts of theft are really painful in the short term. However, the resultant increase in insurance can be fatal in the medium term. We cannot let our rural entrepreneurs be preyed upon by opportunistic criminals. We want businesses to thrive in our villages. We need them to provide services to people as well as to pay their rates and taxes. We are told the retail and restaurant sector is under significant pressure. Too many main streets in our towns and villages have boarded up windows. Let's not replace them with broken windows by letting crime take root. A review of Garda numbers by county shows the Meath, West Meath region has amongst the lowest levels of Gardaí in the country. I suggest that the Minister focuses existing resources in the Meath area on preventing further burglaries and crime taking off for the sake of local businesses and the safety of citizens living in our small towns and villages. I'm asking the Minister that as new Gardaí come on stream, they are not just automatically sent to the high crime areas. Places like Meath West, with an increased Garda presence now, will come back from the brink of high crime rates, a preventative measure, if you will. This means feet on the street, more community Gardaí and rural stations manned again. I welcome the commitment by this government to recruit more Garda through the recently launched recruitment campaign, A Job Worth Doing.
Thank you, Deputy.
Thank you.
Deputy Daly.
Like, share, and subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.